Hello, Informed Crows. I'm John from the Haunt Informer, and today I'm going to be giving you my review of Legends of the Fog, located in Aberdeen, Maryland, and this is based on my experience from the 2024 haunt season. So today I'm going to be giving you my review of Legends of the Fog, based on my experience during the 2024 haunt season. A massive shout out to both the owners, Patrick and Robin. Thank you very much for being my guides for the night. Thank you for going through the attractions with me, Robin. It was a lot of fun. At one point, I'll get to it later, she actually left me and I had to find my way through the attraction by myself, so that was fun. So definitely a great night out. It was a very cold night. I had my hoodie on and everything, and they gave me this beanie, Legends of the Fog, so thank you very much for that. It was a very cold night. I ended up buying this sticker, Legends of the Fog, and I bought the shirt. So the shirt was for the Slaughterhouse attraction. So it has the skull on there with a blood splatter, and it has the different kinds of meat right there, the different cuts of it from a cow there. I think that's fun that they have that extra detail. And what sold me on buying it was this back where it looks like it's an official seal, but it says Legends on the Fog on it instead. And I thought it was hilarious. And it says premium grade meat. And I love that. I love this custom merch. I wish haunts would make more custom merch for just specific attractions instead of overall. I like the overall merch, like the main logo, but I wish they would make more custom merch like this for just the attractions. I think that's very unique and very interesting, something I wish I'd see more, so I'm very happy they did that, jumped on that opportunity and got it, so thank you very much for having that. And it was very reasonably priced, not expensive merch. It was right around the price you'd expect, around like $20, so it was very reasonable. So definitely a great night out at Legends of the Fog. Like I said again, thank you very much to Patrick and Robin for the great experience. I ended up getting my tickets during a sale earlier in the year, so definitely stay tuned in the future to their social media for sales. And I think I can't remember how much I got off of it, but I definitely did get a discount. I got a VIP pass to make sure I didn't have to wait in the long lines. It was a busier night. There were plenty of people there ready to have fun for the haunt season. It was a cold night out, like I said already, and I had a great time. And I actually got to do a behind-the-scenes video with Patrick, and I did a couple little teases of different scenes on the hayride. I got to do a daytime behind-the-scenes tour of the hayride with Patrick. I showed a couple clips of that, and then I showed a couple clips in the Farewell Hotel. So definitely check out that video. It's in the corner. Thank you to everyone that watched it already. And I just had a very positive experience at Legends of the Fog. I really enjoyed the custom photo op they have with this beautiful artwork, and people were wanting to get their pictures with it constantly, and it was great. I really enjoyed that. Very cool midway. Definitely lots to do in there, different games and food options, so definitely a fun midway. Definitely am looking forward to see how it evolves in the future, and I'm happy they had the scare cam ability where they had a camera on one of the haunted attractions, and you could pay somewhere around like $5, I think, $1 or $5, I can't remember exactly, a small amount in cash, and you can then do a scare cam where you press a button, and if you time it just right, you will scare somebody. And when I did it, I did scare someone. So that definitely made my night. That was a lot of fun. And the first attraction is the hayride. So we went on the hayride, and I had the VIP pass, so I got to skip the lines. There was a decent amount of people there that night. It was definitely crowded, and they were having a great time. I love the energy from all the actors from every single attraction. They were doing a great job. And from the very beginning, you get the fall vibes from the hayride, because you start out with the sign for the haunted hayride, and there's pumpkins and like pumpkin animatronics, and then you go into this scene where there's a whole bunch of pumpkins above you and pumpkin animatronics talking to you. I really liked hearing the backstory of that pumpkin scene from Patrick, of how they programmed all of them, so it's easier to set them up because they have them customized so they can change the lighting for them, and I thought that was very interesting. So thank you very much for telling me that. And overall, it's just a classic hayride. They had a cemetery scene. One of my favorites was easily the scene with the massive fake saw that comes down from the ceiling and comes at you in the hayride. Like, that was so neat. Very interesting. Hadn't seen that on other hayrides, so that was definitely my favorite part of it. I definitely really enjoyed the werewolf scene, where It looks like this girl's getting attacked by werewolves and they like come after her. And there are a lot of interesting scenes you will encounter for the Legends of the Fog hayride. Definitely had a good time. It was a smooth ride. It wasn't jerky. The driver did a great job driving us through safely, and it was just a really good time. I really enjoyed that hayride. It was a classic hayride, and the actors would get on the hayride, on the hay, in your face, and scare you. They were getting in other people's faces and screaming at them. Some came at me, and it was a good time. I definitely enjoyed that hayride. Definitely a good start of the night, and that'll then drop you off at the Farewell Hotel. This was an honorable mention for one of my favorite walkthroughs of 2024 because how interactive it was, how beautiful the set dressing was. At the very beginning, you're introduced to the hotel, and they have a whole wall of keys, and it's all covered in cobwebs. It's just perfectly spooky. It's just the perfect beginning to it, and that scare actress in there, she was doing an excellent job introducing you to the hotel. She had a whole backstory, and it was awesome. She did an excellent job. Shout out to her. Then you go to an interactive elevator, a elevator effect, and that's always a lot of fun to do. And it transports you into another part of the attraction. And I just loved how detailed it was. Every single set, you really felt like you were in an old hotel that was abandoned. Something that really stood out to me was the set design throughout this attraction and the attention to detail with all the different pictures and the cobwebs, and it was just really enjoyable. I was very impressed by the set design. All the actors are doing a great job, really good costumes, and it was wonderful. I really did enjoy it. Definitely a massive shout to the scene with the bar, the scare actors in there telling us about which different drinks we could get. And they had a custom door that would open. You could go through there, and it was really good. It was very well done. And near the end, there was a really good scare where they'd come after you, mobile scare actors chasing after you, and definitely scared girls behind me. So definitely a great time in there. Definitely would love to go through the Farewell Hotel again. And that leaves you to their corn trail, which is called Cornstalkers. And this is a legitimate corn maze where you do not know where you're going. There are dead ends. You can get twisted around. And I did get star scared in here multiple times because I didn't know the actors would be, and they appeared out of the corn. And I thought they did a really good job. I really like this kind of attraction because a lot of the time you go through corn trails, like corn trails, corn mazes, and they really are just guided paths with corn planted there, and it's just around you, and they clearly have it roped off and you know where to go. This was a legitimate maze in the dark, and I enjoyed it. I really did. I was happy that was a real adventure. You really had to find your way. There were dead ends. At one point, a scare actor told me to go the wrong way 2 times. I thought that was hilarious, that he was messing with me and knew how it went and told me the wrong way on purpose. So I thought that was hilarious. So I am very happy that it was a legitimate maze, and like I said earlier, Robin then left me and actually went a secret way because she knew a secret way to get out faster than me because she helps run it year round, so she knows how to get out of there faster than me. And it was just fun going through by myself, trying to find my way in the dark with these corn stalks, and it was just a good time. I definitely enjoyed that. Definitely a lot of fun to go through a legitimate corn maze with scare actors coming after you and being intense and talking to you. Definitely a fun time. And I found my way out, met back up with Robin, and we went through the slaughterhouse. So show that again. And I love that's on blue. I love it's a blue shirt. You almost always see shirts in black at haunt attractions. I know it's a tried and true color for haunt attractions because they know it's going to sell. But I love seeing custom merch for a singular attraction and also on a color that is not black. So definitely job well done to the merch team. Definitely thank you for taking that opportunity, that risk. I definitely enjoyed it. Job well done. Thank you very much. So we went through the slaughterhouse, and the normal waiting area actually looks like you're waiting in the stalls to go into a slaughterhouse. I love that. That theming is excellent from the very beginning. But we went through the VIP entrance and bypassed that and went right in, and it looks like there's pigs that are being slaughtered immediately, like slabs of meat of pig already when you go into the attraction. And this attraction is very windy, so at points you feel like you're going through mazes and you wind around this way and that way. I loved at one point they actually had a conveyor belt of prop meat going around you. That was really neat. Shout out to the one scare actor that actually appeared over and over again. At one point I saw him and he stalked me down and chased after me, and then he disappeared, and then a second later he was there at me. That was incredible. I loved that. He was so fast and so intimidating because he was just so fast and he knew all the different spots and he was just in your face. Like, that was incredible. And all the scare actors in there were doing a good job, so definitely enjoyed it. It was your classic slaughterhouse attraction. At points it was very gory and tight and twisty, and definitely a good time in there. I definitely recommend going through the slaughterhouse. I definitely want to go back to Legends of the Fog in 2025 to see what new improvements they do for the season. I had such a positive experience from the very beginning with that classic hayride to the ending with a more intense, gory attraction with the slaughterhouse. I really had a wonderful time. I really did. I am so happy that I finally made it out to Legends of the Fog. Thank you very much to Patrick and Robin. After I went through all the attractions, I actually gave them feedback about what attractions I liked more or less, and I told them like what things I thought could be improved, and I told them that I really enjoyed the Cornstalkers attraction, but I thought it'd be fun to see some more sets, some like overarching sets that are like bigger, like set pieces, because not only would it be fun going through the maze, then you would have these different settings you'd be going through. So that's what I said about the corn trail, but I did have a great time, and that trail was fun finding my way out. I actually saw my friend Shelly out there, so shout out to Shelly. I saw her there with a friend, and it was fun. I really did enjoy myself. Hung out in the Midway some afterwards, and yeah, it was just a really positive experience at Legend of the Fog. Definitely recommend it. Definitely one of the best nights out I had for the haunt season. It was just a really good time, and near the very end of the season, they do remixes of the haunt where they have different lighting packages and things, so definitely check it out for sure. That was the Haunt Informer. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe and hit that bell icon so you get a notification every single time I put up a new video. Give this video a thumbs up and share with your friends. And I'm on social media, and you can find all those links below. And tell me which one of the attractions at Legends of the Fog was your favorite. Tell me all about that in the comments below. And as always, happy hauntings.